and welcome back to another edition of Classic Doom Walkthroughs. Today we take on DOOM Amalgoom's Map 24, Precipice of Torment. I have to say, this is a super large, super tough map. Lots of giant ambushes where your map could end at any time. I'm going to be honest, it's one of the more ambitious narrated walkthroughs I think I've ever undertaken. Without narration, it takes a little under maybe around an hour. So I'm hoping that dear subscribers and dear viewers, that you appreciate that, yes, this will be a longer than normal video, and I'm going to do my best to get through it. Of course, there will be no saves, and I do intend to get 100% in all three categories. So the purpose of the channel not only is for some instruction, you're looking for some help to get through some of these tough maps, some tips and tricks, but also for it to be entertaining. I hope to accomplish both, but yeah, it's going to be a bit of a long haul and a bit of a slog, and I do hope you enjoy. I certainly think it's a great map. The game's powered by GZDoom using the Doom 2 Hell on Earth platform. As always, we're playing on the ultra-violence difficulty setting in order to get 100% in all three of these categories. There are, 884 kills to be had. There are 6 secrets, 290 items, and yes, it is possible to get all of them. And I intend to do that. So there will be a bunch of pinkies to the right with some barrels. I can maybe slow them down. And then we'll head to the left and make our way over to find a berserk pack. So let's go ahead. That's not too bad. I heard a couple of pinkies bite the dust. Now we take care of the imps, and we make our way in here. I don't mind punching out anybody, but if they'll come close enough, doesn't seem so. Alright, looks like they're all gathering up at the door. Some lost souls too. Yeah, so without the the berserk pack, this initial area is pretty tough, but I mean, if you know to come here, that's obviously half the battle. So, lots of pinkies, some lost souls, let's take care of them. Alright, and if we can just get these pinkies to come out and play, well, I guess while it's teleporting back and forth, the last pinky. Alright, so maybe we can go ahead now. Might be it. I think so. So I guess we can just kind of run over here, and we can grab some of the rockets. We will be using a lot of rockets. And we'll just make sure there aren't any stragglers here with some health and armor bonuses, because there is a shotgun. So let's go ahead and grab that. Yeah, just way too crazy to get in here and try to get the shotgun. There's not enough shotgun shells for all of them anyway. Lastly, we do have a secret. I don't really need the supercharge now, but you know what? This map is so long as it is, I might as well just take it now. And that's it. So that's how we clear out this area. Grab whatever ammo you can. We're going to go to an outside elevated area, and we're going to try to make our way across. Maybe we get a couple of lucky shots at a barrel or two here. Maybe not. But we do want to take care of some gunners. Take care of the pinky first, maybe. If he'll allow it. No? Okay, come back here, you. Alright, there we go. Now, just got to make sure there are no other gunners other than the ones down there. That seems pretty good. Don't want to take any strays for no reason. And that's it. So that's how we clear out this initial area. As you can see, it's just this area alone is pretty big. The next thing we're going to do is, yes, we're going to go take on those imps. Both down there. There we go. I got them with the barrels. Gotta love using the barrels. All right. So I'll blow up these barrels even though there's nothing around, because right in front of us will be some cacos, and we kind of lean over the edge and get a rocket launcher, which will be nice. So let's go ahead, back that up a bit. There will be quite a few coming from different angles, so I do like to take a step back and let them come to me. Yeah, because it's not the smallest little precipice, but, you know, it's a bit tight. So you can use some rockets, and then go ahead and finish them off with some shotgun shells. That's okay, too. Alright, at least we have it cornered in the sense where it can't really back up anywhere. That's pretty good. And I know there's one more. Come here, you. might as well just grab the rockets while we're here. So let's head right back up to where we started in this particular point, because there are more nice boxes of ammo and stuff there. So let's leap over and grab all the ammo, all the rockets, and we're going to kind of head over down here, pick up some more ammo, and then, again, do your best to strafe run so you take as little damage as possible to this teleporter, which just takes us back here in front of the yellow door. We don't have the yellow key. So where do we go first? Well, what we do, as we can see this way, this is blocked. So we're going to want to unlock that area. And how we do that, there's a teleporter here, which will get us to the top of these red columns, I guess. So let's go ahead and just kind of jump off there. So now we're going to make ourselves all the way down the red. It's a bit tricky, so be careful, but we're going to head to the right once we're there. So let's head over. No, too tricky. All right, let's try that again. All right, that was a little bit better. Strafe running and elevated cliff jumping are not Classic Doom Walkthrough's favorite activities, nor his best traits, but we do what we can. All right, so we do take the teleporter. We end up over here. You can see that familiar area just across the way. We will take the teleporter back once we're done. And so we're going to go, always is it to the left or to the right? It is to the left. So we're going to come down here. This is a very damaging floor. Stay away from it. Break out your rocket launcher, because I think we're going to be able to take on quite a few pinkies for now. I like to use the rockets for the first wave, and then I think I'm going to use the Berserk Fist for the second wave, just to preserve a little bit of ammo. But you can feel free to keep going rocket crazy if you want to. That's okay. This is a reasonably safe alcove for protection against being swarmed by the pinkies. I mean, in theory, I guess you could go ahead and use rockets the whole way, but I don't think that's necessary. All right, let's be very careful now to stay away from the damaging floor, and we're going to take care of these three gunners. And now we also have a chain gun, which I very much like and very happy to have. So let's go ahead and grab that. Okay, so now we continue along, back the other way. This is kind of the way we came in, and up to the top. We're going to face, yes, you can hear it. Yeah, a Mancubus. So, I mean, I guess we can grab that for now, just so it doesn't interfere. As soon as we press the switch, the lights are going to go off. We're going to want to fire over there. There's some pinkies, I believe, but certainly some Mancubi. So let her go. But be careful. So that should be it. Don't think there's anything in there to collect, but there are some rockets over here, so do pick those up. A whole bunch of chain gunners here. Very hard to see. And the last one. Yeah, so go ahead and pick up their ammo. That's always good to carry. Why don't we go ahead and do that? And even more, perhaps a rocket would be good in this instance. They are infighting, but it really is hard to see any of them. There was also some pinkies down the way, and there is also more Mancubi. So we're going to go ahead, take care of some of the pinkies, but we have to be mindful there may still be some chain gunners running around, so we don't want to take any strays if we can avoid it. There's the Mancubus. I guess we can go ahead and use our rocket supply. There we go, and I think there's at least another. Oh, still another pinky surviving. That should do it. Alright, so let's go ahead and pick up the ammo. Yeah, very dark, very hard to see, very hard to understand what's going on, but you get the sense of it. Now, I think there's still another door here. There we are. Rockets. We do prefer the Mancubi doing the dirty work for us, but they don't always. Thankfully, the ammo is generous. Okay. So we make our way in here, grab even more ammo, armor if you need it, and let's hit the switch, and this will get kind of everything else moving and shaking and going. So now we head back to the teleporter, I think is right here. Yes. And now we can make our way to that area that has opened up. So why don't we go ahead, to this area, there will be, the stairs have been lowered. We're accessible now. I'm going to back in. It is a secret area because there's a whole bunch of chain gunners right around here somewhere. So yeah, I like to get the heck out of Dodge. As you can hear, there are a lot of them, and they are never happy to take strays from them, their brethren. So we let them finish off as many as they can on their own, and then we join the party too. Lots and lots and lots of chain gunners. There are no traps in this map that are simple and, you know, and not putting you on the verge of death. So you just have to be mindful and be a little careful if you can. All right, we're going to get our super shotgun here right now. So let's go ahead and grab our super shotgun and take out these 2 Hell Knights. Don't press any switches yet. We're not ready for that. First order of business is the remaining Hell Knight. Let's go ahead. And that's that. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open up the area down the way, which is pressing this switch and that switch. So head down. Some more health bonuses. Do pick those up, and there's a chain gun around the corner. Now press here. That will activate an area I'll show you in a minute, but now fire inside there, which is nice. We get a kind of a cheap shot on the other enemies that are on the other side. So let's press on this. This will lower this area, which will reveal this 1 Hell Knight. There's a plasma, so go ahead and take it. Same deal over here. Finish off this Hell Knight and take that plasma. Now the area that we had opened up by pressing that panel is this way. It's basically manned, if you will, with chain gunners. So use your super shotgun. I just think it's a little safer. Now press this panel too. It's not terribly fun in the sense it just reveals a chain gunner. But if you don't reveal it, yeah, then you don't get your 100%, which stinks, right? You don't want that. So that should be it. There are, now having pressed and completed that task, we're going to go ahead and dispose of these 2 Hell Knights. We still need to open up those doors down beyond the way, you can see. We're not there yet, though. So we have activated the secret over here, so let's go ahead and tag it. All switches except for this one should be pressed to open up the areas down the right side way. Take out your chain gun, I think, because we have 3 gunners, 2 shotgunners and 1 chain gunner. This is where we did the peekaboo shooting. And this is the area that we had opened up by pressing the right sequence. And now we get all the armor bonuses. We press that panel, which will allow us to access now over here to get through. So let's go ahead and grab all the health bonuses, but there's a damaging floor down below with a couple of mancubi and some pinkies. So let's go ahead and head over to the corner to evade the fire of the mancubi. And I guess, yeah, if you want to be fancy or something, try the punch-out. I think the super shotgun here is a little bit better. Break out your rocket launcher and fire away as soon as you have a clear shot. That should do. Now, once we're here, let's pick up all this wonderful ammo. There's a lot of it, so go ahead and grab it. This is also a secret. Yeah, we get the BFG, which is always very sweet and welcome. So that's how we get through these areas. And because of the rad suit, we don't take any damage. Take a step back and then kind of launch yourself off. Don't worry, it's safe. We're just going to make our way over this way. And we're going to continue now with a little bit of map progression. So what do we do now? Well, we haven't explored this area yet. So basically, once we press the switch, from behind will be a pinky, which we're going to take care of, and a very aggressive and a good shot Kako will pop out here too. So let's get over here, take the corner, see if we can avoid any damage from this Kako. It's very rare. They're pretty crazy. Pretty good aim, that Kako, usually. So there are some gunners to the left. Take out your chain gun. I mean, you can use a rocket, I guess, but we're picking up some chain gun ammo as we go. And having pressed that switch will open up all these areas. So do take out your rocket launcher. And we do want to finish off the Hell Knight. There are just imps, I believe, around this corner, so that's okay. Collect any health that you need. There's some stim packs, also a little bit of ammo. And now again, your rocket launcher. I like to use it as I can anyway for the chain gunner. And then maybe a few rockets for the Baron. Well, alright, I was going to use the super shotgun to finish it off, but I guess it doesn't matter. Okay, so we've kind of cleared out everything in this area. This is open to us now, so let's go up here. Take out your chain gun. There are some gunners at the top of the stairs. I think the next turn... Yes. So just be careful. Excellent. Take the health bonuses, any stim packs that you need. And now this is a very, very hard, very tricky area. There's going to be enemies everywhere. And there's some armor bonuses here, so I might as well grab them now. I'm pretty well loaded for the challenge ahead, but here we go. Yeah, so let's go ahead now and just try to take some cover if you can. There will be enemies all around. Yeah, lots and lots of enemies. You can see they keep teleporting in. We do have the BFG, don't forget. So that's not so bad. Jeez. Come on, Baron. Yeah, we got a lot of rockets, so let's try to use some. We're going to replenish them quite nicely in a moment. Let's go ahead now. Just be careful of the chain gunners. Yeesh. Yeah, pretty tough room. All right, now there's still some pesky chain gunners. Got to be careful now. You can see the door is open. I guess we've sacked enough enemies. Let's go ahead here. Just take care of some of the gunners. And that pesky Mancubus. Oof. Get out of here, you. All right, thank you. Okay, so who's left? Okay, well, here comes the Hell Knight. Let's take a peek here. There are more enemies. There's including a Mancubus right here. All right, that's pretty good. I know there are more stragglers like these guys, but there's some chain gunners in each of these corners. So let's go ahead and dispose of one. Now we can dispose of the other. And I think, God willing, that's it for this room. I mean, pretty crazy for an initial kill box. I mean, it gets worse probably, but this is a pretty tough room. I'm pretty happy that I didn't take a ton of damage. There's a supercharge there, obviously, to pick up. So let's go ahead and just like gather up all the ammo. There were some armor bonuses. I'm pretty sure I picked all those up. So let's head up here and gather up what we can from this side as well. And then we're going to get out of here. Yeah, we've really replenished our entire supply of rockets. So, I mean, yes, you could have used your BFG. I definitely could have used the BFG, but I didn't need to. All right, let's make our way through the teleporter. We're done here. We're out. And now, yeah, break out your rocket launcher for the moment. But this is a very dangerous area as well. Yeah, as soon as the Mancubi come out, you're going to want to start taking out your BFG, I think. Whoops, too close. Not good, not good. I don't want to get stuck around. All right, let's go ahead and make a run for it. We want to find this. There's invisibility, not invisibility, invulnerability, so go ahead and get invulnerable because, yeah, this gets ugly quick. All right, that should do. Thinking maybe some rockets at this point. Could probably be okay to finish off the stragglers as long as the invulnerability doesn't end. Doesn't look like it did. All right, so that's how I clear out this crazy room. Yeah, it's pretty intense so far, I gotta tell you. Let's grab the the rad suit, because in each of these corners there's a little nook and cranny with it's a switch to let us get the key and to get out of here, but also lots of goodies in each. So let's go ahead and grab those goodies. I think I've already replenished the rockets. Yeah, hit the switch. That'll allow us to get out of here with the blue key. And I believe there's still one more to go. Yeah, we are rewarded with a supercharge, so that's very nice too. Okay, I think we've gathered up everything we can. Don't forget the Berserk pack. Pretty sure it counts towards as an item, but I like to take it anyway. And we take the blue key now. Chain gun, I think. All right, let's get out of here. Yeah, we're up here, so kind of take a back and leap off. And now we're just going to kind of take care of the low-hanging fruit if we can, which at this point is mostly gunners and imps. And we head over to this side because on that side you can hear chain gunners and mancubi are not getting along well, and they'll get along even worse with you. So just be careful. I head over to the right, as you see, and this is why. Maybe a chain gunner? No? Another mancubus? Come here, you. That should do. Oh, one sleeping chain gunner. Interesting. We'll just make sure... Grab the ammo. We'll just make sure on this side there's no one, which there isn't. There's a few rockets, I guess. We can pick those up. Okay, so that's cleared out that next area. So now we can move with the blue key to the blue key area. Gunners first, to the right and to the left and straight ahead, so just be mindful of that. Their chain gun is trained on you, as is the shotgun. There will be pinkies and mancubi and other enemies looking to make your acquaintance. There are also some chain gunners inside here. You can only access them the other way. Whoop. Oh, he likes to climb the stairs. Not usual. Alright. Nice try, Mancubus. Although he did come pretty close. Pinky. Alright, let's get ready to blast inside here, but there are more enemies to the left, but to the right there are two chain gunners. That's one. That's two. Now make sure we have the health bone eye, I guess, on both sides. Chain gun again, because there are more gunners. You can see them in that little room. I think there's 2 or 3. Okay, we'll go ahead. We'll just grab these goodies and get out. It's a damaging floor. Another chain gunner there. And there are some pinkies, but also some shotgunners. So let's let the pinkies come. I guess we can save a little ammo if you want. Use our Berserk Fist. And then we can take our chain gun and just tap the shotgunners. Yeah, we clear them out. Grab this ammo. There are some armor bonuses and health bonuses going around the side of each set of stairs, which takes us now to this difficult area. Take out your super shotgun, in my view. We're going to take care of the chain gunner. As soon as we approach where the mancubus is, Pinky is going to teleport in behind us. Yeah, right here. So get your super shotgun ready like that, and get this way you don't get your bum bitten to eternity by the Pinky. So that's less good. So we've avoided that. And there is the mancubus. Can you use rockets? I mean, yeah, but these are pretty narrow corridors, so use at your discretion. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Let's approach to where the mancubus was. And continue. Some imps this way. I think to the left is a nice little room. Unfortunately, it's got a bunch of Hell Knights and Barons, which is less fun. Alright, do be careful with your rockets, of course. There we go. I think the other two are not Barons, but Hell Knights, so that shouldn't be as bad. I think we can use the super shotgun. There's definitely one more here. Come here, Hell Knight. Oh, resilient. Alright, that's that. So there are goodies in here, some ammo. Do pick that up. Take out your pistol, or maybe your fist, but we'll use a pistol. There's a secret switch here. Shoot it. Yeah, I mean, do I need to supercharge the second? No, but this video is going to be long enough as it is. Why do you want to watch me retreating? So I'm not going to do that. So now let's go ahead. I picked up the supercharge for tagging that secret. And we're going to follow the trail of these breadcrumbs for the imps, which takes us back around this way. So we'll go pick up this box of rocket launchers. This is back to where we we're in this area. Okay, so it does get a bit confusing, but we're going to make our way over because there are other areas to explore. So let's just go ahead and make our way through the tunnels. There are definitely more enemies. Here we are. This room will fill with enemies. Typically, the pinky gets stuck, which is nice. So I can just take out my fist to kind of provoke and make everybody angry. So they keep firing at each other. And we have some infighting, which is nice. But, you know, not people, but the enemies will get free. So I have my super shotgun ready. A little bit more infighting would be nice. Doesn't seem we're going to get it. So let's go ahead and we'll be the cleanup crew. Lots of imp fire, so just be careful. There's also Baron back there. I don't know if you were able to hear it. But maybe we can pick up a lucky shot. Don't think I got enough on him, so there we go. And that worked out pretty well, I think. Take out your chain gun, though, because proceeding down this way, there's 3 gunners past these health bonuses. There's 1, there's 2, and there's a shotgunner somewhere. Did I already get it? Oh, maybe I did get it. Yeah, there's this rifle sitting right there. So let's go ahead, shotgun. Press the switch, and we're done in this area. And up we go. Yeah, this is a crazy busy area. Not easy. Don't press any of these switches yet. I will explain to you what they are all for. They are each for a specific thing. So let's take care of the initial enemies first. Just make sure we're not getting our bums bit by the pinky. Okay, so what we will do first is we're gonna. You see, there's a blood-soaked pile in front of this switch. That's the switch that's gonna bring in the enemies, hence the blood. So hit all the other switches and go ahead and grab all the goodies. Okay, so now it looks like we kind of have everything that we can have. Pick up, I guess, whatever ammo you need. Now, by hitting this switch, though, we're going to get a bunch of pinkies and barons, and there will be chain gunners above, and yeah, it's an ugly room. So let's go ahead and let's just get ready to rumble, won't we? Yeah, let's go. Let's try to make your shots count, because, yeah, there's a lot of these pinkies coming, and there will be barons, and there will be others, like that chain gunner right up there. Get out of here, chain gunner. Now we're also hoping for some death by squishing. I hope I got the chain gunner. I did not. Okay. I think I got him. Yeesh. No, I did not. Okay, boy. All right, let's get the heck out of here. Yeah, let's create a little bit of space. There are more chain gunners. Let's try to avoid them, shall we? Where are you? There you are. Okay. So, I mean, a dangerous room to be sure. Ugly as can be. But that's what it is. So go ahead and pick up whatever ammo you have. We're done in this area. All the enemies have teleported in. As far as I can tell, we've picked up all the goodies. So now, armed with our yellow key, we can take the teleporter. Takes us back to this familiar area. We're going to, again, leap off to this elevated platform. And then make our way over to, yes, the yellow door. A couple of imps blocking the way, though. Nothing too serious. There we go. Do we have any more ammo to pick up? I don't think so. I think we picked up everything reasonably that I can recall. Yes. So there will be another imp or so, but there will also be some mancubus. 2 mancubi, I guess, if you pair them together like a fine wine. They become mancubi. And that takes care of that. All right, armed with the yellow key. Let's go ahead. Yeah, another elevated area. Ugly as can be. Yeah, do try to stay away from the fire of the mancubus. Pick up these rockets, that's always nice. Yeah, there's fire from all directions. It's always a good time. Okay. Maybe a rocket for our imp friends up there would be useful. No, not high enough. Okay. Gather up these boni. We're going to go up here first, though. Yeah, there's going to be some chain gunners here, so just be mindful of that. A couple of stragglers, too. Nothing too serious, but if you're not ready for it, you'll get hit. Do grab all these armor bonuses. You do want them. There are some pinkies below waiting to make your acquaintance, so do acquaint yourself with them. If there are, if you have need for health, there are health packs here, that's fine. Go ahead and pick them up. But that should be it for down here. Maybe a little bit of ammo. Sure, let's go ahead and pick that up. Okay, so let's make our way over towards where those imps are being annoying. They're firing at us, which isn't very nice. So that's one. If we can get a little closer, maybe. And we take care of that imp. So we see there is a plasma rifle over there. We definitely want it, but we're not going to grab it right away because it's going to activate a trap, and we need to get the heck out of there of a whole bunch of cacos. So why don't we go ahead, maybe fire off a couple lucky shots. I don't like to fight on these elevated areas. I'm just going to be perfectly honest. As you know, Classic Doom Walkthroughs is not the best at elevated jumping around, so I'm going to let the baddies come to me. So we do have some rockets. Let's go ahead and use them. We have our super shotgun. And let's hope that the cacos get close enough that they don't drift away too far. All right, let's go. They're clustered together nicely, hoping to cause more havoc and more damage. Okay. I think that one's floating away far. Come on, you. No, I don't think we're reaching it. We're gonna have to get that one by getting him to come back. Come back here, you. There we go. Yeah, so that caco has, for all intents and purposes, floated off to Oz. I'm hoping it'll come back. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and pick up our prize, which was the plasma gun. We don't want to leave it behind. We certainly do need it. It will come in handy. So let's go ahead. Head up here, grab the plasma and the plasma rifle. Thank you so much. And all these wonderful health bonuses. Do pick up every single one. You should have them all at this point, at least in this area. And we're going to make our way down to this familiar spot, an elevated spot, and up. The caco, boy, he's really gone on a bit of a sojourn, so we're going to have to keep an eye on it, because we do want it to come back, and I don't want to take any strays from it. As soon as we approach that box of rockets, though, we're going to get a couple of Mancubi again. I like to get the heck out of Dodge for the second one. And so we're going to get down to an area that we can reach it by way of height. Oh, it's lagging, eh? Oh boy, okay. Don't lag. I want a nice video. There we go. And here comes the caco. Well, I think I'm going to have to let it come. I'm not sure how injured it is, and I do want to be able to take it out, because if that thing floats off and you lose track of it, well, that's the one kill we'll have to track down at the end, so we don't want that either. So let's go ahead now. There we go. Jeez, it just needed a few bullets. That's pretty bad luck. All right, so now we go this way. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to take out our plasma gun, because some of these teleporters will take us back to that spot, so we want to clear it out first. There are enemies below. We will take care of them. As we approach, we're going to get some Mancubi especially. So be prepared to fire, including the chain gunner. Yeah, brother. Less awesome. Yeah, that was not great. Not great. Oh, brother. Now we're going to take out our rocket launcher, take care of the Mancubus. And we'll take care of the remaining enemies, which are imps at this point. Alright, so, yeah, we definitely took some damage there. Not fantastic. Did not love how that one played out. My previous attempts at clearing this area was a lot more successful, but it was not this time, so that's just what it is. Okay, so having cleared this out anyway, we can head back up to the elevated area. I think there was some health back there. I think I might as well just, if you'll permit me, just to quickly jump back because I took more of a beating than I anticipated. And that's that. Oh well. Okay, so now we head back to the elevated area. Oh, darn it. We'll go up here and grab some ammo, I guess, while we're at it. Teleport back to exactly where we fell, pretty much. Where are we now? Alright, so let's head over, and a little bit more carefully this time. We're going to take the elevated steps and make our way in to continue more now with map progression. So as you remember, we went over that way. We're going to head over this way now. Okay, so let me just see here. Maybe a rocket or two for our friends down below. What do you think? And we're going to head down ourselves, grab the goodies, take care of the remaining imp. There are some health bonuses down here, as you know, so we do have to come. So go ahead and grab all the goodies. They count towards your 100%, and then take the teleporter back. Yeah, we're back over here. So, from here, we're going to go ahead, now that we've activated the area, to a secret area. We're going to come back and explore all these areas after. We're not done. And we're going to take care of these imps if we can. But we can't linger because a whole bunch of enemies have opened up behind us. So get over here and duck around the corner if you can. Because this is going to be an area to explore. Some chain gunners, some shotgunners. And there we have some Mancubi. Let's dispose of them. As you can see, we left a bee's nest vibrating over there, so let's just be mindful of that. Pick up these goodies. Okay, we'll pick up these after. So what's going to happen now, we're going to press the switch over here. We're going to have some chain gunners over here, and a whole bunch of pinkies coming along with Mancubi. You know the drill. Let's go ahead here. That's good. And now we must fire. As long as we can, without really taking damage. Yeah, I mean, it gets tight. Just finish off the Mancubi. Alright, and now we can pick up, assuming everybody knows there's still one more. Don't be so lackadaisical. Make sure that the room is clear before you turn your back to go collect some weapons, huh? Alright, so here we go. We can grab a little bit of plasma. We'll come back for the rest after. We have more Mancubi upstairs, so let's go ahead and dispose of them. There we go. Now, we're collecting a bunch of rockets. I would very strongly recommend, and do not forget to pick up these armor bonuses. They do count. Take out your BFG, because we're going to blast the pinkies. We're going to give a blast to the Mancubi and head back to that original area, because it's just going to get a little too hairy here. That's one for you. One for you. This way nobody feels left out at Halloween. Everybody gets a trick or treat. Yeah. Alright, let's go. Obviously, I'm focusing on the pinkies because they're going to get here a lot quicker. If it gets too tight, switch over to another weapon, that's all. Not much left now. I think one pinky and one Mancubus. And that should be it. Yep, looks like we're clean. So let's go ahead now, collect the rest of our cells, and then we can go ahead, the best of your ability, without taking any damage or much damage. go ahead and grab all the health bonuses. So it looks like we have everything. I don't think I left anything behind here. No, we're good. So having completed this area, we now step into here. There will be a couple of Hell Knights and a Baron. So why don't we greet them with some rockets? That to me makes the most sense. And that's that. So let's head up here. We might be able to hit with the chain gun the imps that are there. Just have to be careful though, because there's a lot of enemies everywhere, as you can see. Looks like there was some infighting, so those imps are gone. We can definitely get a beat on the Mancubus from here, so why don't we go ahead. Just be mindful, there's fire coming from that Mancubus and others. And now that Mancubus is no more. So there were some rockets here. Go ahead and pick them up. Don't step in the damaging floor, obviously, like that. Let's make our way up here. We're rewarded with a beautiful megasphere, so do grab that. And now we're done with this area, but we have to go back the way we came in, and they are waiting for us angrily. So let's go ahead and make our way over. Try not to be a sitting duck. And up. Ah, damn. And up. Alright, where did this take me? Yeah, basically where I fell. Alright, well that worked out okay, I guess. I didn't really take much damage. There are some imps below as well. We'll get to them shortly. Some ammo up here. Why don't we go ahead and grab it? And we have to wake... There's a shield here, so unless we wake them up, nothing happens. Yeah, let's wake up these imps. And what we're going to do is we're going to leave that for a moment because we're going to hop down, get acquainted with these imps, and we're just going to go teleport after taking a little bit of damage, and we're going to end up right back at where that supercharge is. So go ahead and grab the ammo, pop up, and look at where we are. We're back pretty well to where the supercharge is. Let's go ahead and grab it. Back up this way, and over. And that's it. So now we have that. All right, so let's continue again with map progression. I just want to make sure. I don't think we got everything on this side. Pretty sure we did not, actually. But if I'm wrong, we'll just do a little bit of a circuitous route for the moment. Yeah, I think we just missed this ammo. I don't think there was anything else here. We were able to successfully get everything. Okay, that's fine. Maybe a little bit of plasma since I took the trip. Why not? But we have full plasma. So now we're done with this general area. So that's the order which I like to do it. And it allows you to go ahead and proceed without really falling off or getting teleported really back to an area. No, I think it's this way. Teleporting back to an area that has not been cleaned yet, and then you're stuck in the position of teleporting into the middle of this mess. So at least that didn't happen. Okay, this is a fun area. We're going to end up down there for sure. This is one of two areas where you kind of trigger the trap and then you run off and you fire from a distance before you come back. So that's the first one. This will be here. As we approach here, as you can see, this raises up and we go. There will be a bunch of lost souls. So now we're going to get the heck out of here. We're going to grab the rockets and we're going to head back to this area waiting for the lost souls to come to us. There's just too much going on there. There's a Baron and other enemies that are just going to make life very tough. Hey, don't you run away. There we go. At least one more lost soul. And we do want to take care of that Mancubus. Let's head up to where the switch is. We can definitely hit it from here. Whoop, yeah, hit it pretty good. Hit the switch, and we activate this again. Same deal though, we're gonna hop down here And we're going to grab the rad suit, because we're going to fire off at that Baron on all the other enemies that are waiting for us in a bit of an ugly manner, like so. That's what I think the rad suit's there for, personally. It doesn't make sense for it to be there unless you plan on falling over. Come on. Let's go. I need better help with my rocket aim there, rocket person. There we go, rocket algorithm. Alright, so now we can head back. Guess I'll take out my plasma rifle in case. We activate this again. And there are some enemies, but not a crazy amount of enemies. We can go ahead now and face the enemies without being too bad. I think we're going to take a little bit of damage by way of some fire, but that's okay. That didn't work, did it? Okay, grab these health bonuses here. And we're going to make our way around and fire. Yeah, thanks for nothing. Okay, well, just want to make sure, did I get all of those health boni? I did. Okay, so that's good. Some more plasma down here, some rockets. So let's go ahead, make sure the area is truly cleared. We'll pick up the ammo. Yeah, it looks like there was some infighting here, so that's good. Now, this is also a very dangerous area. There'll be a lot of pinkies, a lot of Mancubi, Barons, Hell Knights, and some Cacos in the windows. So go ahead and replenish your rockets. This is a nice opportunity to do that. And I will replenish the plasma when I need it. Don't need it quite this second. Alright, let's go ahead and make our way over and go. Don't know where the Mancubi are. Oh, there's one. Yeah, it gets worse. There's a lot more coming. Alright, let's see if we can make our way over there. Get a little taste of some worse. Alright. Alright, that isn't so bad. Let's take care of these enemies who I hope to have softened up. Very good. Yeah, as you can see, it's pretty intense, pretty crazy. There are still more by way of Cacos over here. I don't think we took care of them. No, we did not. That's okay. So let's go ahead. I guess we can use the shotgun. Use whatever you want, frankly. Oop. Just don't get caught in the crossfire. And that should do it. Yeah, so this crazy, ugly area is exactly what it is. Crazy and ugly. So that's another one of these crazy giant fights. Keep your plasma rifle out, though, because there's a Mancubus down here and 2 chain gunners. Oop. You were not supposed to get a shot off, Mancubus. Boo. And now the chain gunners. Okay. So we'll go ahead. We'll collect the ammo and the armor. We're not going to press that quite yet, but we are going to collect everything we can collect at this point. Why not? I mean, we will be coming back here just out of necessity. A little bit of ammo here for us. Okay, so this will give me another one of those situations where we're going to have to drop off and face the music in a number of occasions just because there's too many enemies. So let's... This opens up. And what we're going to... it's not exactly what I wanted to do, but that's okay. So we picked up a little bit of ammo. And we're going to head back to the area because a whole bunch of Cacos were released. And we definitely want to take them on in a little bit more of an organized manner. All right, so let's get the gang situated here. That's one. I think there's still a few more. There you are. Playing peekaboo with me. I'm reasonably sure there's another. Yeah, I could see it floating back there. That's okay. Oh, and down there, I guess. Ugh. Don't tell me you're all the way down there, Kako. I'm telling you, these Kakos are absolutely the worst as far as being uncooperative for not running away. No, 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 not too far. Yeah, well. Okay, well, we're going to have to definitely pick them up. And here comes this Kako. Maybe a little bit closer, and then we can maybe light them up. All right, so we do have one more, and that's okay. There we go. Okay, so now we have everybody, and now we're going to do the same thing again. We're going to progress, and we're going to end up falling off again, because it's just going to get too ugly. But we got to keep up these, as you see, these barriers come down, but then they come back up again. You can see the rad suit down there. We'll be aiming for it. Right, we're going to go ahead. Don't want to take too much time with it. Let's go ahead and finish them off that way. There are some health bonuses down here. We have to come down here anyway. This is an easily missed spot. We don't need that rat suit. We're going to save it in case we need it again. Do pick up the ammo. And yes, we're back here again, but we still have our rad suit, so it's not that bad. This remains open to us, so let's head over. If there's any more plasma we can grab, let's go ahead and grab it. And now let's start the sequence again. Plasma rifle ready, because there will be some mancubi at the end of it. So does this take a little bit more time? It does. I just find the crossfire to be really quite dangerous. So I like this much better in the sense of I think it gives you a better chance at surviving, frankly. You can take a lot of damage. And I could still take a lot of damage. I guess we're going to find out. Can't dilly-dally here either. Alright, let's get the heck out of here. Okay, so, yes, do we have a lot of enemies here? We sure do. But we're going to go ahead and dispose of them because we're relatively secure up here once we've disposed of the enemies up here, which were gunners. Okay, pick up any... Looks like I need a few stim packs. I'll go ahead and grab that. Just want to see who is down here. Some rockets would be good, I think. I did fire some plasma. Oh, jeez. Forgot all about you. Boo. Okay, so I think I still have a Hell Knight down there. I do. Come here, Hell Knight. And that should be it for the Hell Knight. We'll head down here. And we'll collect anything of use. And there are some things of use here, I'm happy to say. There's some health bonuses, which is nice. Count towards your 100% anyway. And yes, phew, there is a supercharge. So go ahead and grab it. Okay, so we've cleared this area. We've done everything that we can. Looks like we've collected all the goodies too, unless I somehow have forgotten something. I don't think so. Next, onwards and upwards. Where are we? Yeah, 700 kills so far. 701 kills, and all but one secret. Chain gunner ready for you here. Okay, so let's go ahead and make our way down all the way towards this area. Don't take the teleporter, though. We're not ready for that yet. And take cover here. We can take care of the imps with the barrel. Just want the lost soul to come, and then we're going to fire off some rockets at the Mancubus. Okay, so we will be taking this teleporter, but first we're just going to head over this way. We're going to grab this ammo, which is always nice. Got some plasma here. This will just take us back to exactly where we started before doing that. And so we don't have the red key yet. So I think probably the best route will be to take the teleporter now. So let's go ahead and do that. This is an ugly area, I'm not going to lie. Yep, this is a giant, crazy melee. Be ready for some ugliness. So we're going to go ahead and collect what we can by way of rockets. We're going to collect some armor. Soon there will be Manky-Bai on the above pillars and then enemies pouring out from everywhere below. So let's go ahead. What do I still need? Nothing really. Grab the red key, I guess. So let's go ahead now and take care of the Manky-Bai if we can. It's 1. That's 2. Here come the rest of the enemies, so just be mindful of that. Okay, now where are those pinkies? Here they come. I hate to tell you, but there's going to be a lot more ugliness coming. Oop, don't want to get caught here. Alright. We're going to make our way over here and just kind of keep our distance for a minute. And that is what we're looking for. We do want this wonderful invulnerability. Alright, so we got rid of a lot of the enemies, but not all. Let's use some rockets. I think we did soften up the remaining enemies. I could be mistaken. It's hard to tell with the invulnerability on who's hit and who's not. Might just be these 2 barons, who seem quite resilient. Plus this pinky. It's 1 baron. And this should be it. Well, thank you, Baron, for falling. All right. So now we go ahead and we collect the goodies that remain. Armor and health. Yeah, let's pick them all up. They all count. And of course, we'll head up here and pick up any and all ammo that we haven't used. And we haven't used quite a bit, but we did use some. So let's go ahead and pick up the remnants, which is always nice. All right, looks like we're pretty loaded for bear. How are we doing on, 866, so we're almost there. So let's head now to the, I just want to make sure, did I get all the armor and health? I think so. Yes. So let's take the teleporter. Now armed with the red key, we can actually go, well, basically where we can go with the red key. So let's go. Here is the entry. We're going to have another situation with the lost souls. There's some enemies at the exit down there. Let's go ahead. Let's grab these. We're going to make our way over this way, kind of escape for the moment, and grab the goodies. We're going to make our way over here and pick up this ammo and make the enemies come to us, which they will. Some lost souls. There are a few more. If they don't stop infighting. Come on, kids. There's another lost soul. That should be it. And so now we'll head back. I think that's it for the lost souls anyway. Now the exit is to the left. We're not heading there yet. We do have that area down below. So let's just hop down here. Little way station. So what's going to be is in that room, there's a bunch of enemies, and that's a very damaging floor. But there is also a supercharge around the corner. So we're going to get that first. So take out your plasma rifle, head over, grab the ammo, and head back and kind of blast your way through if you can. And take care of these enemies. And now we have to go back and make sure that all the enemies are gone. Take the backpack, of course. Whew, okay, I think that is it. We cleared out the area, but we do have a secret left. Go ahead and hit this switch. Indeed, press it. Yeah, get that last secret. And yeah, so far looking pretty good. So now let's head up and take the teleporter. And then we're back up to this area. So now with the red key, we can go ahead. Let's go get that last area. I'm just trying to figure out, do we go down first? The last rocks? I think so. So let's head down this way to this familiar area and grab the goodies. And then we're going to take this, I guess, this climbing rock wall, stepping area, and up. Grab all these goodies. Yeah, we have more baddies coming our way, but that's fine. Just keep going. I like to let them come to us and hope for the best for no damage while we keep moving. How many are left? Just a few. Very good, and there is one armor bonus here. Yeah, it's looking pretty good, folks. So let's go ahead, and we will do our final count. We'll just make sure. Yeah, look, the coast looks pretty clear. All right, let's count it. Yes, all 884 kills, all 6 secrets, all 290 items. You know what that means? Oh, Lord, we are done. Ladies and gentlemen, Precipice of Torment. That is a gorgeous, super fun map. It is intense. It is huge. It is super tough. And it is a great challenge. I have never done a narrated walkthrough for over an hour, but here we are. And I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you got some good tips and tricks on how to navigate this very complex map. And it is possible to get 100% in all items as long as you follow my videos so you can see where they're all at. You can get 100 kills, 100% items, 100% secrets. I do hope you enjoyed the video. I do hope that I remain calm at all times. It's hard to tell because it gets pretty hairy, but I do hope you overall enjoyed it and had some fun like I did. Either way, though, hit that subscribe button. You won't miss any further videos that I upload. But for now, that is it for Classic Doom Walkthroughs. Thanks for joining us today. We'll see you next time.